Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Can you guys please confirm? Am I audible or not? Okay. So, any sorts of doubt that you have, or else like I have pretty much of questions today that I need to give you. So, basically, what I have planned is I'll give you some of the time and space complexity problems. Then, after I have recursion problems, we'll solve that. If you don't have any doubt, or if you have like lesser doubt, then we will move quickly towards the recursion problems. Otherwise, we will solve your doubt. What is your call in that? Everyone, do you have any doubt, or do you want me to revise anything, or else like I'll start with my questions and let's see how much problems that you can solve. Okay, time complexity of factorial. Apart from that, but Vikas, I think so. It's like Vishal. I think so. It's pretty easy, na. Like it will be like, but obvious that it will be the n factorial only, because if you find the recurrence relation of factorial, you will realize that it will be following the pattern of n into n minus one into n minus two up to the one, right? So it is nothing but what, n factorial. Yes or no? Hana? Okay. So arrays question also will take that. Problem solving also will take that. Okay. So let us start with the today's session. Let me share my screen. And yeah, good morning, everyone. I hope have anyone got any chance to revise the concept of we have learned yesterday? Anyone of you? Okay. Chalo. Okay. So let me share my screen. Can you see my screen of OneNote? Okay. Great. So let me add the page. Good morning, Nilanjan. Okay, so today will be the doubt session. So in that, let me revise you first the concept for the time and space complexity. Yeah, do you want me to give you the some of the question of time complexity, or you want me to quickly start with recursion? Because I have plenty of questions with recursion today, apart from the time complexity. So whatever, first of all, I have the problems of time complexity, and I have the questions of recursion. Also, if you have any doubt with the with the sorting algorithm that we have learned till now, like whether it can be bubble sort, insertion sort, or the selection sort, anything that you want me to cover. Time complexity first of all. Okay. So first of all, I'll revise the concept of time complexity, then I'll give you the question of the recursion. Making sense, people? And yeah, when I'll give the questions, please look at the question carefully. Do not rush to give the answers. Okay, I'm not here that I just want to answer in 10 seconds or 20 seconds or 30 seconds, right? Did I tell you any time that I want to answer quickly? Do not take much time. I did not. I did not tell you this kind of things, right? So I'm expecting that you will be telling me the answers properly. Yeah, Ravina, we have only learned substitution method till now. Whenever in future we'll learn about the divide and conquer algorithms, then after we will able to understand the master theorem and the third part of it. Okay, but till now we have just covered about the substitution method only. Cool. Okay, so let me start with the basic one. Okay, I'll give you some basic complexity problems, then after we'll move to the advanced problems. I have many problems, so don't worry, we'll cover everything ins and outs. Okay. Okay, so my first question would be for you all is, suppose I have my function f1, in that I have n. Now inside of that I have for loop I equals to 0, I should less than n, I plus plus. So I'm starting with very basic and I'm going slowly moving upwards. Making sense? so that everyone would be able to understand that, and you can also revise your problems. Okay. Okay, so huh. So see, I want the answer of this, but see, or again, I'm telling you that we are doing asymptotic notation, so you do not need to run this entire code to see the complexity, right? So you just need to find a complexity in terms of n and how much computer steps it will take. Okay. So please tell me the answer for this particular question. It's pretty obvious. Everyone, I want answer from everyone, people. Okay, okay. See, it is but obvious that it is order of n only. But see how it is. See, if my n is equals to 5, then how many times it will run? For I equals to 0, I equals to 1, I equals to 2, I equals to 3, and I equals to 4. That is what? 5 times. If I have my n is equals to 7, then also it will run for 7 times. So that is nothing but how many computer steps it will be there? Order of n only. Cool. Okay. Making sense, people? Okay. Okay. My second question for today will be yeah. So my second question for today will be like this, that suppose I have my function f2. Inside that I have my for I is equals to 0, I should be less than math dot log of n I plus plus. And here I have console dot log of I. This is what my question is. What should be the answer for this? I do not want the quick answer. Take your time. If anyone will tell me now that they need more time, I'll give it. Okay, I'm not rushing. If I want to extend this doubt session for another 2 hours, I'll do that, but do not rush to give the answers. And yeah, if you tell me the answer for suppose like let's say for here, if you are telling me answer that it is for n square, or if it's order of like n log n, so you should have a proof of that. Okay, it should be there in your pen and paper, that how come you realize that this is your answer. Okay. Here I'm just taking example of this. Okay, so I want that you will be able to like take example of any of the n. Okay, so if for suppose for this question, so see how come I realize that this is my order of n. I took an example of this, right? For n equals to 5 also, n equals to 7 also. Similarly, you have to take an example for every questions, then and then only you will be answer. Okay, by looking at code, nobody will give me the answer. I want proof that how come you will be realize that this is your answer. In interview also, they will, if you tell the answer now, they will ask you that how come you reach at that particular point. You have to tell the method also. Okay, you don't, it's not just about the answer. Okay, now think about it calmly and give me the answer. Take your time. And yes, again, nobody will sit idle here. Nobody will sit idle. I have everyone's name, right? So I want that every one of you please participate in that. This is for you. This is not for me or not for everyone else. है ना? Okay, so you should be able to answer here. Nobody will sit idle. There are 20 people here right now today. I want every one of you to be answer on this. If you need more time, tell me that you need more time. If you can't understand this, tell me that you are not able to understand this. I'll make a solution for everyone. Vishal, your answer is correct, but your rational is, I think so, some bit like a messy one. So okay, so if you have this kind of question now, then see it's log n, right? So log n, whenever you have a question of log n, then you have to consider the n's value, that's so that you can able to find easily answer of this. Let's say if I'll take n equals to 25. Cool. Okay. So now I know that log of 25 is what? 5. Okay. Now if you put n equals to 25 here, then can I say that my this loop will run for I less than log of 25? है ना, math dot log of 25. That is nothing but, can I say that it will run for math dot log of 25, and log of 25 I already told that it is what, 5. So can I say this loop will run 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 only for n equals to 25? Yes or no? Everyone? Right. So with this regards, can I say that for n equals to 25 it is running for 5 times? Okay. Now again, if I'll say if my n is equals to 16, then can I say that if my n is equals to 16, then it will run for log of 16 times? Yes or no? So log of 16 is what? It is 4. Okay. So for n is equal to 16, it will run for 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is what? Sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3 only. That is what? 4 times. Here it was 5 times, right? So can I say this loop will run for log of n times every time? है ना? Okay. So this is how you have to think about it. Okay. Now, my third question for today will be, see, I'm starting with very basic, so you all guys can revise the thing, and you all guys can learn many things from it. Okay. So please take attention for this. If I have function f3 n and m, inside this, suppose I have in my first loop, I have I is equals to 0, I should be less than n, I plus plus, and inside of that I have my console dot log of let's say I. Here I have for j equals to 0, j should be less than m, j plus plus, console dot log of m, sorry, I or j, this. Okay. If I have this much, how many times is it will run, and what will be the time complexity of this? Do not try to give the answer by looking at the question. Try to run this and then give me the answer. Okay. At least for 2 cases we have to run. See, here I have run for 2 cases, like 16 and 25. Here I have run for 5 and 7. Similarly, here I want that you will be able to write the code or write the steps for at least 2 values. Okay. Then only you will be answer. No, I have not given any relation between N and M. ठीक है नीलांजन, Suraj? Okay, so Hariharan gave me the answer that sir, first loop will run up to n times, second loop will run for m times. So we don't know either n or m is greater. Basically, I don't know the relation between n and m. That is what he mean to say. And also it is sequential, so it will be order of n plus m. How many of you agreeing with this particular statement of what Hariharan gave? Agree? Everyone totally agree? Yes, it is absolutely right. I just want everyone to be answer like this. Okay, I want rational also along with the answer. Okay, so from now onwards, everyone will give the answer how Hariharan have give us. Okay, so basically what he told us that everyone that this loop will run basically for n times, है ना? This loop will run for m times. Now I don't know any relation between n and m. So can I say that since both of them are sequential, I will add the complexity between them. So it will be n plus m. Suraj, you got now? You were telling me, yeah, you got it, na? Okay, I did not interrupt the class. That is why I did not respond at that time. But I remembered that you gave the answer with regards to n and m relation, but we don't know any relation between n and m. Okay, everyone got this particular thing? Okay, Nishant, if we know the relation between n and m, let's say if I'll tell you that my n is greater than my m. Okay, so can I say that this both will be equal, Nishant? Sorry, can I say that m is considering has lesser power than n if I have this particular condition? No, it is not equal. That was my bad. I'm telling you basically that my n is greater than m. So can I say that my m is very much negligible than comparison to n? M is having lesser power than comparison to n. So can I say it will be nothing but n only, because I can anyway ignore this m since it is having lesser power. Yes or no, Nishan? Agree? Hai? So that is why we will be just putting this order of n in case of this. But if we don't know any relation between n or m, we will ignore that particular thing and our answer would be what? Order of n plus m. Correct? Hai na? Nilanjan, I'll not say that here it is not relation between higher order or dominating term. Okay? Okay? So if you consider, let's say for an example, if I'll tell you that it is running for n into n time, let's suppose, okay? So can I say it will, my loop will run for n square plus m times? If I have here n into n and here it is m, so can I say this will run, this loop will run for n square time and it will run for m times only? So basically, if I add both of them, can I say my loop will run for n square plus m times? Can I say that, everyone? Nishant, you got my point, what I'm trying to say? Okay. Now it should be n square. Yeah, I return the n square now. See, here it is n square. So can I say it is n into n? That is nothing but what? N square. So this loop will run for n square times. This loop will run for m times. So I'm just adding both of them because since both of them are sequential, so it is nothing but like this. Can I say that? Array? Ha, but Nishant, if I told you, if I tell you that here it will be n greater than m, then I can say that it is order of n square. But if I'm not telling you that, then I cannot write this. My answer would be this if I don't have any relation between both of them. If I tell you this, then your answer will be this. Am I clear? Clear? Okay. Now let me give you some other example. Let's say, if you have a thing that, okay, now if you have like this function f4 n cross m, and yes, I'll highly recommend everyone. Okay, now it will be there in the latter part of session. Please be with me. I'll tell you something very interesting. Okay, I'll not tell you right now because your flow would be disturbed. I plus plus, inside of that I have for j equals to 0, j should be less than n, j plus plus. Here inside of that I have console.log I comma j. Okay, this is what I have, people. Now think about carefully. You have to run. Okay, you do not, nobody will tell me by looking at the question, since it is very obvious. Do not try to give the answer from this. Okay, in later on thing I'll give you some example wherein if you see the question you will clearly tell me that sir it is n square, it is n, but the answer would be somewhat different if you try to run this. I'll give you the grad question also today. So please try to run this on your pen and paper and give me the answer how come it will be any answer. Okay. I did not tell anything. This is what you have in the question. Apart from this, I do not have anything, Nilanjan. Yeah, J less than M. Correct. It's M. Okay. You had to you have to take at least two examples, two values of n and m, then only you will be able to answer me. And everyone should be able to post the rationale behind that whenever they are posting the answer. Nobody will tell me that it's n log n, it's log n, it's n square. Nobody will tell like this. They should able to understand, and they should have to post the rationale behind that as well, just like Hariharan did just now. Vishal, this is my m. Okay. Just for your understanding, this is for m. Okay. Now tell me the answer. Hariharan, you did the typo mistake here. The first loop will run for n time, second loop will run for m time, not n time. Okay. Although your answer is correct. Okay. So everyone is, I think so, it's right, and they are able to understand it. So it will be my order of n into m. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Who is this IT admin? Okay. So in that, I don't know who is IT admin, the name of IT admin, but you gave an answer that n into m, and it is like order of n square, but it will not. Na, I have not give you any relation between both of them. So anyway, my answer here would be what? N into m only. है ना? ठीक है? So please take care of that, because this is running for m times, this is running for n times. Since this both are no in the nested loop, I can say it will be n into m. But I wanted your answer like this, that let's say suppose I have n equals to 3 and m equals to 2, right? In this particular example, I have n equals to 3 and m equals to 2. Now think about that. If I have I equals to 0, okay, so for every I equals to 0, can I say that this j loop will run for j equals to 0 and j equals to 1? Similarly, for I equals to 1, can I say this, that j equals to this j loop will run for j equals to 0 and j equals to 1? Similarly, can I say for I equals to 2 as well, my inner loop will run for j equals to 0 and j equals to 1 for this values of n and m? Can I say that? So can I say that this is my loop will run for first time, second time, third time, fourth time, five time, and sixth time? So can I say for n equals to 3 and m equals to 2, my loop is running basically for 6 times, and it is nothing but what? N into m only, है ना? Right? है ना? So I wanted you to run this particular example like this. Okay? From now onwards. Am I making sense, everyone? What I did right now? Okay? So see, here I can also verify my answer that my loop is running the first, second, third, fourth, five, and six times. So my basically it is what? 3 into 2. That is what? N into M. Okay? That is what I was expecting. But anyway, I hope that you did this particular thing in your pen and paper. Now, After that, I'll give you example. Okay, since my inner loop is also continued. Okay, now I have very interesting example for all of you. Please pay attention on this because it is very important thing. Let's say if I have my function fy and I have for I equals to 0, I should be less than n, I plus plus, and here I have for j equals to I plus 1, j should be less than n, j plus plus, and I have console dot log I comma j. Now, what about this? What should be your take on this? Think about it very carefully. Take 2 or 3 examples and then tell me the answer. By looking at the code, nobody will give me the answer. They should be able to verify it. Take your time. Okay, no worries. Others, please try. I'm waiting for you. Chalo, awesome. I can see very much progress in yourself in every answers. I can see most of the answers are correct. I can say every answers are correct. Okay. Secondly, before okay, great. Chalo. Everyone is I'm pretty much satisfied now that you are able to understand this. Now, let me give you rationale on this. Okay, how come you can tackle on you can tackle this particular questions? Suppose can I say that if my I is equals to 0 here, where should I write? Just a second. Now, can I say that for this, if I have I is equals to 0, okay? So can I say that my j will start from I plus 1, that means 0 plus 1, that is what? 1, okay? So my I will be the 0, j will be the 1. For this, can I say that my j loop will run and like start from 1, 2, 3, and j equals to 4. This many times my loop will run for I equals to 0. Yes or no? For I equals to 0, right? For I is equals to 1. Can I say my j will start from 2? So j will start from 2, 3, 4 only, है ना? Yes or no? Right? So here my loop has run 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Right? Okay. Now for I is equals to 2, let's say. Can I say that my j will be the 3 and it will run for j equals to 3 and j equals to 4 only? If I have my n is equals to 5, right? So here it will run for 2 times, it will run for 3 times, it will run for 4 times. Now tell me the answer for this carefully, okay? For my I is equals to 3, my j will be what? 4. Can I say here my loop will run for j equals to 4 only? For I is equals to 4, j is equals to 5. How many times my loop will run here? 0 times? Very good. So can I say that for n is equals to 5, it will run for, can I generalize this particular thing? Can I generalize this? That for my n equals to 5, my loop is running for n minus 1 times. That is what? 4 times. It is running for 3 times. So can I say it is running for n minus 2 times if my n is equals to 5? So can I say 5 minus 1 is what? 4. 5 minus 2 is what? 3. Here I'm running for 2 times. Can I say it is running for n minus 3 times? It is running for 1 time. So can I say that my loop is running for n minus 4 times? Right? Yes or no? Can I generalize this by this? By doing this? No? Right. So can I say that for every n, my loop is running for n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3 up to the time it is not running for n equals to 0. Okay, this will run for I is equals to n minus 1. Can I say that, everyone? Right? So we have to add all of this. We have to add all of this, right? Yeah. So can I say that it is running for n minus 1 plus n minus 2 plus n minus 3 up to the time it is not taking our answer, right? And this will also, like, can I say this is not, this is nothing but my sum of n natural numbers? So it will nothing but my n into n plus 1 by 2. And as we have saw yesterday, it is nothing but what? My n square only. So it is nothing but my order of n square only. How many of you are getting this point? Clear? Hai? Pretty obvious, easy, right? Okay. Okay. So let's move to another question. So my next question for all of you, that would be, if I have my function f of n, and here I have my while loop, while n is greater than 0. Okay, I have my console dot log. If I print whatever my n will be, and after this I'm doing n is equals to n by 2. Now see carefully and answer to me. Do not rush. Every time I'm telling you again and again, do not trying to give the answer rapidly. I'm waiting for everyone's answer. I will read the comments for everyone. Okay, so I can say everyone's answer was wrong except Bharat. Okay, and Bharat's rational, I think so, also correct. Let us see. Let us see how you can tackle this. And guys, we did this on the class in the class, right? So I don't know why you are facing the problem in this. Let's see. Let's see what's wrong with this particular question. So, see, every time you have this particular type of question, you have to take the proper value of n. Okay, you have to take the proper value of n. Let's say if I have my n is equals to 16. Okay, so can I say that first of all it will enter in the loop and my n would be 8, again my n would be 4, n would be 2, n would be 1, and my finally my n would be 0. Can I say that? So this is my first operation, this is my second operation, third operation, fourth operation, and fifth operation. Okay, so can I say that for my n is equal to 16 there are 5 number of steps that I have taken, है ना? Right? Now can I say that for my n is equals to 25? Now calculate for this. First of all, my n would be what? It will be 12. Then my n would be 6. N would be 3. Then my n would be 1. N would be 0. So can I say here it will be my first step, second step, third step, fourth step, and fifth step. So can I say for my n is equal to 25 also there are 5 steps? Can I say that? Okay. For let's consider another value now. For n is equals to, let's say, 64. Okay, so if I consider for n is equal to 64, then can I say that my n would be first 32, n would be 16, n would be 8, 4, 2, 1, and finally 0. So can I say there are first step, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh steps? So for n is equal to 64, can I say that would be there would be 7 steps every time? So now generalize it. Now generalize it. Okay. How to find relation between all of them? What is relation between all of them? This 3 values. Okay, Nilu, if you take n equals to 6, then it will be what? N equals to 3, n equals to 1, n equals to 0. Okay, so there would be how many steps? 1, 2, and 3 steps. So n equals to 6, there would be 3 steps. Now calculate the relationship between all of them. Okay, I have many times, like, no, I have generalized it in the class. Tell me the relation between all of them. What is relation between all of them, people? अरे अभी तो हमने पढ़ा था, आज आज ही हमने दिखा है. Okay, did I told you before that? See here, आज ही हमने देखा था. Why you are doing this? Okay, no problem. Let me go in bit detail so that you all can be able to understand. Now see here, what we did. For n equals to 25, how many steps were there? 5 steps. N equals 64, there were 4 steps. So can't we say that for n equals to 25 there were 5 steps? Like log 25 is my 5 and log 20, like log 16 is my 4. Can I say that? Anna? I think so. You guys are struggling with the logarithm and mathematics values. You guys have forgotten this thing what we have learned in 9th and 10th, right? That is why you are facing this. Now, can I say here that it is nothing but my log of 16 plus 1? That is what my 4 plus 1 steps are here. Can I say it is nothing but my log of 25? That is what my log of n steps here. Can I say here, like here, it is my log of 64 is my 8. So can I say there are 8 minus 1? That is nothing but my log of n minus 1 steps are here. You getting my point, what I'm trying to say? And log of 2 would be, like log of 6 would be approximately 2 point something. So can I say it is nothing but my log of 6 plus 1 steps, like 2 plus 1 steps? There is nothing but my log of n plus 1 step. Yes, Nilanjan, there are every time this different, but can you generalize it? Like, see, it is nothing but my log of n. See, it is nothing but my, for the n equals 16, log of n plus 1 steps. For log of 25, it is my log of n. For n equals to 6, it is nothing but my log of n plus 1. For 64, can I say it is nothing but my log of n minus 1? So can I ignore this plus 1 minus 1 terms? It is nothing but my constants. That does not make any difference in my answers. That is my first rule while calculating the complexities. This is nothing but what? Order of log n only. Now you are getting it. ठीक है? And didn't we did this particular question in the class? As far as I remember, we did that. And if we did that, why you guys have not revised it yet? In the doubt session, we are solving it. Why the things are working like this? I'm not getting it. Yes or no? In your class we did or not? I don't remember, but I think so 99%, 90% we did in your class. Everyone please confirm with whether we did this or not. We did now. So why this kind of things is happening in our batch? It should not, right? Every time, every day I'm pushing you to do lot of things apart from revision also, and you are not even doing revision only. Why are these things is happening in the class? Okay, no worries. I think so. See, it's not your fault. I think so. You guys are struggling with logarithmic concept, yes or no? And apart from that, I think so. All of you did answer very well in the previous questions. Only in this question you are struggling because you did not know the concept of relation between the half and log of n, right? Okay, so I'll highly recommend that after this class, try to revise the concept of logarithmic thing, how the base works, what are the rules of log. It will hardly take off like 1 or 2 hours of yourself. Okay, take a deep research in this, what we have learned in 9th and 12th. Okay, because in class we cannot teach these logarithmic values, but every time whether it's necessary, like you remember we did like this thing, m raised to n, then it will be n log m. Yes or no? We did this like log of m plus log n, then it will be nothing but my log of mn. So this kind of thing, just try to revise the thing. It will be much more helpful to you while solving the questions. Okay. So after this class, if you have some time, try to spend more time in that, because if these things will be happen in the no in advanced questions, if you know the concept also, you cannot do it. Okay. Because basic math is necessary while learning this kind of time complexity and space complexity problems. But apart from that, I can say everyone did well in the previous questions apart from this. Okay, no worries. Chalo. So we learned something new. Okay, no worries. Don't think about much about this. Okay, let's move forward. We have f of n. But yeah, everyone got the point now. What I meant to say. Anyone is left? Anyone is left who did not understand this? Got it? Okay. So I have my f of n. Inside of that, I have my let I equals to 1. Okay. And I have let power POV is equals to 1. Then I have something like while I should be less than okay n, and I can say I can give you like okay I is equals to power, yeah, this will be better, and my power will be equals to power multiply equals to 2. This is multiplication, okay, or else I can also write this like this. If you don't able to get this, equal multiply is equals to 2. Okay, you need to tell me the time complexity of this. This is also very simple thing. Try to put more values in this, you will be able to get this. Guys, how come you realize that it is order of n? What is the rationale behind that? Just for information, order of n is wrong answer. Did you debug the thing in your pen and paper for putting any values of n? Okay, just try it, and for everyone else also, put the values of n different kind of things and see the value what the value of answer of yours. Okay, don't put just one value of n and then generalize it. Okay, put two or three values and then try to generalize it. Okay, try again. I'm waiting. Anyone who is still trying? Okay, ठीक है. Okay, so second time, in the second time, everyone's answer is correct. Okay, it is log of n. So let us start. How come it will be second of like log of n? Okay, so let's say if I'll put the value of, please see in the screen, everyone. I'll request you to please see in the screen. So suppose I have my n is equals to 8. Okay, let's consider n equals to 8. So for the first time, let's say my I is equals to 1. My power will also be equals to 1. My I is less than n. So I will be the power. So power will be, I will be whatever my power will be, and power will be 2. Yes or no? Right? ऐसा ही होगा, right? Second time, my I will be 2. So if I have my I equals to 2 second time, so I is again less than n, my power will be assigned to I, है ना? Right? So whatever my power is right now, my power is what? 2. So 2 will be assigned to I, and my power will be increased to 4. For I is equals to 3. For I is equals to 3. Can I say that I am assigning my power to I? So my I will be 4 and my power will be 8 for the fourth time. Now my I is still less than n. 4 is less than 8, right? So my I will be assigned to power. Let's say I will be my 8 now, and power will be 16. You know? For the fifth time, what will happen? My I is less than n. Whether my condition is true or not? Everyone, you getting my point? What I'm saying? Every time I'm running my I less than n, and my power is assigned to I, and power is multiplied to 2, and every time I'm running the loop. So now this time I have increased my power to multiply by 2, that is what, 16. I have assigned this 8 to I also. Now this time my I is not less than n, right? So this fifth time it will not run. So can I say it is running for 1, 2, 3, and 4 times? Yes. Okay. For n is equals to 16, let's check for n equals to 16. For n is equals to 16. For n equals to 16, can I say that, looking at here, can I say that my I will be 1, my power, first of all my it will be initialized to 1, my I is less than n. That is what? 1 is less than 16. That's true. Now my I will be my power. My power is right now 1. And my power will be multiplied to 2. Right? Next I have again my I will be assigned to power. That is what my I is equals to 2. Power will be 4. I will be, then again my loop will run, right? Yes or no? I will be assigned to power, the power will be assigned to I, that will be I equals to 4. Power will be multiplied to 2. That is what? 8. Next time my I will be 8. Power will be 16. Next time my I will be 16. Power will be 32. Can you think that now my loop will run? Ritik, are you getting my point? Ritik, okay. So this time my 16 is less than 16, which is not true. So it will not run again. So can I say that my loop is running how many times? How many times my loop is running? First time, second time, third time, fourth time, and fifth time. Can I say that? Right? So can I say that for my log, like n equals to 8 is running for 4 times. So let's say for my n is equals to 8, it is running for 4 times. And for my n is equals to 16, it is running for 5 times, right? है So this 5 is nothing but what? Log of 16 plus 1. Log of 16 is what? 4 plus 1, right? So it is running how many times? Log of n plus 1. Yes or no? Yes or no? Everyone. And with regards to this log of 8, okay, so do you know what is the value of log of 8? It is 3. Okay. If you don't know, then log of 8 is 3. 8 plus 1. So can I say it is running what? How many times? 3 plus 1 time. It is again nothing but what? Log of n plus 1 time. So can I say it is nothing but my log of n plus 1, but this 1 can be ignored. So it is nothing but my order of log of n. How many of you are getting my point now? Ritik, are you getting my point? Or you want me to repeat? Anyone of you wants me to repeat? Yes, it's base 2. Everyone's clear? Y plus 1. Okay. So this is running for how many times? 5 times, right? But log of 16 is what? Log of 16 is what? 4. So can I say it is nothing but my log of 16 plus 1 time? Ankit? Right? Anna? Right. So Nishant, can I say that for log of 8 also, it is running how many times? Log of 8 plus 1 time, that is nothing but my 3 plus 1 time, but my I can ignore this one. So can I say it is nothing but my log of n only? Right? Anna? Everyone? Are you making, like, are you getting my point? Am I making sense, people? Everyone? Okay. So on that note, let's say, let me take you through another question. Okay. So now what I have is, this is pretty simple, I think so. As per your capabilities, it is pretty simple. A function f of n for I is equals to 0, I should be less than n, I plus plus. This is what I have. And inside of that, I have my j is equals to 0. J should be less than uh, math dot log of n j plus plus, and I have my console dot log of I comma j. This is what I have. Now what do you think about this? Okay, take your time, put the values of n, see the how many times it's running, and generalize the concept. This is pretty simple. Okay, in the asymptotic notation, we will not run through the program, we will just scan through the program on pen and paper and realize how many times it is running. Okay, take your time and let me know. Okay, so everyone is correct now. Hariharan gave proper explanation. Sharad has also gave proper explanation. So see, can I say that it is this loop will run for n times? This is running for log n times. This both will multiply and it will be on n log n times, right? Right? Okay. If you put the values also, you can get the same answer. Okay. Put the values and check that also, right? Okay. Now, suppose I have this question. Let's say I have my function f of n. Inside that I'm having for let I is equals to 0, I should be less than n, I plus plus. Okay. Inside of that I have console dot log of I, and I have for let j is equals to 0, j should be less than n, j plus plus, and I have console dot log of j. Okay, this is what I have. You need to tell me the time complexity of this. Pretty simple. In 1 minute, you have to give the answer because it is pretty simple. This is what this loop is run how many times? Order of n only. This loop will run how many times? Order of n only. So it is nothing but order of n. Yes or no? Okay. Yes or no? Nishant, it is not order of n square. Ravina, how come it will be order of n square? It is sequential statement, so I can only add it, not multiply it. Ravina, right? Okay. Now let's suppose I have like this. Instead of this, I am having another loop. Let's say I have this loop. Okay. Like this. If I have inside of this like this, tell me the answer now. Okay. IT admin has given us answer that n plus n square. But see, we have to reduce one step. Okay. Compared to this n and n square, n raised to 1 and n raised to 2, n square would be the most effective term compared to n. So we can ignore this n. Okay. So it will be order of n only. Clear? Hai? Okay. Right? Okay. So now I have a cool question for you now. Okay. So now this is what very important question. If you answer this, consider yourself that consider this as a milestone. Okay. This is very simple question, but okay. Nishant says why. So Nishant, this is running for n times. This is running for again n times. This is running for again n times. So it is how many times? Order of n square. It is what? Order of n. We can add both of them, right? So it is nothing but what? Order of n plus n square. But n can be ignored compared to n square. So it will be order of n square. Am I clear, Nishant? Yes, n is very negligible as compared to n square. Nishant, this is pretty obvious now. It should not be defined that, see, if you have m and n, then they have to define the relation between both of them. But if you have just n, then can I say that if I have n, n square and n cube, now take n equals to 2, which is more? Which is more out of this three? For n equals to 2, n square and n cube. What is more? N cube. But I didn't tell you the relation between all of them, right? Then also you are able to figure it out now that n cube will be the more. Okay. out of this n raised to 1, n raised to 2, and n raised to 3, the higher order term will always be more. So compared to this, here we had n and n square. So can I say n square will be the more compared to n? If you have two different variables, then they have to define it. If you do not have, then it's okay. Am I making sense, Nishant? Got it? Okay. Okay. So for this question, let's say if I have my okay, let answer should be equal to 0. I have for let I is equals to 1. Okay, I have something like this. You need to tell me the answer of this. It's pretty simple. We did that also in the class. It's not very hard, but I just wanted to remind you this. Guys, just tell me one thing. I'll be able to get the answer now. Okay, just tell me one thing, that how many times this loop will run, this outer loop, how many times it will run? Ritik and Deepak, how come it will be the n only? I'm starting with 1 till I less than n, right? So can't it be n minus 1? Okay, that is why I'm saying that do not rush to give the answer. Okay, okay, no worries. Chalo. So can I say like this will be done for n minus 1 times? Now this loop will run how many times? आई अगर आप 1 to n कर दो या फिर n to 1 कर लो, आंसर तो सेम ही होगा ना, n minus 1 ही रन टाइम रन होगा, राइट? ठीक है, सो कैन आई से this entire thing would be run for n minus 1 into n minus 1. There is nothing but what, this one can be ignored, right? So can I say it will be n square, order of n square only, right? ठीक है, so it will be order of n square. Great, chalo, awesome, I am happy with you. Now let's say, okay, this is also most important question, very important. Now let's say if I have my let I is equals to n. Since you guys understood the previous question, answer this now. I greater than 0, I is equals to I by 2. Uh, then, okay, now I have inside my for, let j should be equals to 0, j should less than n, and j should less than I actually, j plus plus console dot log of I comma j. This is what my question is. Think about it very carefully and answer it. Okay, I'm not in rush. पहले आराम से देख लो, then answer and then calculate. Okay, आराम से देख लो, try to execute it and solve the equations which you are getting by after generalizing it. Okay, it will take some time. Niranjan, as no, we discussed in the previous classes also that we are not using any extra space here. So your time complexity will always be order of one only for all of these questions. Okay. If you are using some extra space, then we will calculate it. And it will be there in your future classes. Don't worry. Okay, am I audible now? I think so. I was speaking, but I was not audible. Okay, so yeah, it will be order of one only, Nilanjan. And for everyone else, Hariharan, then Ravina, you all gave me the answer of order of n log n, right? It is wrong answer. Try to execute and try to solve the equations first, like more time, and one more time. Put the values of 2 or 3 of n, and then try to realize, try to generalize the value and what kind of values it is producing, and try to solve that particular equation. I'm giving you that much of detail now. And let me know if you can able to solve it or not. Okay, chalo, no worries. Let me explain this particular question. Then you all guys can think of it. Okay, let me solve this question for you. Okay, take it. It's okay. Sometimes it happens. Let's say if I have this question now, log of n square, it's wrong. It's wrong. Okay, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Don't worry. Okay. So now, can I say that for my I is equals to, let's say, n? If I have my I is equals to n, then this particular operation of this, it will be run for how many times? N times. There will be n operations in my J loop. If I have my I, then my I is becoming what? Half, right? So it will be n by 2, right? First, after this particular operation of J loop, it will be again come into this point. My I will be I by 2. So can I say it will be n into n by 2, like n by 2 only? right? So in this particular I equals to n by 2, how many times it will run? From 0 to n by 2 only. Yes or no? So it will be nothing but what? N by 2 operations, right? Now again it is becoming half. It is doing n by 4. So can I say this time my ij is running for n by 4? It is nothing but my n by 4 operations, right? Okay. So if you add all of them, see every time it will be added, right? Anna, right? So see, this time I have n operations, I have n by 2 operations, I have n by 4 operations. So every time I'm doing this, so it is nothing but what? N plus n by 2 plus n by 4 and so on. Now, if you have studied n by 8 also and so on, right? N by 16, n by 32, right? This. So if you have studied in your 9th and 10th standard, what is this? What is this? Now, just tell me one thing. Are you all able to come like solve particular this question up to this mark, up to this point? How many of you have solved this question up to this point? If you have written this particular statement in your notebook or anything anywhere else, just let me know. How many of you were able to solve this particular question up to this mark? No one? Okay, chalo. So in your 9th and 10th standard, have you remembered anything like this? N plus n by 2 plus n by 4 plus n by 8 plus n by 16. What is it? What is it called? Is it familiar with you all? Yes, Vishal is right. It is called as GP series. It is geometrical progression. Okay. Okay. So in your this kind of questions of time complexities, there can be anything like series can be AP also, GP also, HP also. So if you have not remember this, try to learn this after this session or in this week. Okay, because if you do not know this kind of things, you cannot able to solve this. So this is my GP series. The GP does mean that, let's say, like its formula is like, if I can say, then okay, let me explain you in detail. Okay, so GP is what? Geometrical progression. Its formula is S is equals to a 1 minus r raised to n upon 1 minus r, where my a is my first term, r is my difference between two terms, and n is my number of terms. Okay, right? This is what my GP series is, right? So if I put every values in this particular series, if I put every values in this series, then can I say that my, looking at this particular question, can I say that my a would be n, my r would be half, and my number of terms would be log of n, you know? So if I put every values in this particular question, if I put every values in this particular question, can I get like n into 1 minus r raised to half upon 1 minus half, that is what my half only, right? And if I solve this particular equation, then can I say this half will be go up above side, and it will be become 2n 1 minus r raised to half, right? Yes or no? Okay, r is, okay, so sorry, r is half. So my log of n would be, it will be look like something this 1 minus this r is my half. Okay, so I need to put the values of half also. I'll rewrite this everything. A is what? My n. 1 minus r is what? My half raised to n. N is what? My log of n. 1 minus half. So this half will become upper side. It will be 2n 1 minus 1 by 2 of log of n. Okay, this will be my equation. Now if you solve this equation, you will realize that 2n 1 minus log of n would be like this, 1 raised to log of n, 2 raised to log of n, like this. Okay, now 1 raised to anything would be 1 only, that already we know. So 1 minus 1 by 2 raised to log of n. Now anyone who has no studied the 9th of 10th 9 or 10th, it would be like 2 raised to log of n would be every time it will be n only. Okay, I'll explain how. Okay, I'll explain how. Just bear with me for a while. This will be 1 minus n only, right? So now let me explain how come it will be this 2 raised to log of n would be what. Okay, so if you solve this 2 raised to log of n base 2, okay, this is what your question is, correct? Yes or no? How many of you know that what is the answer of this? Do you know? For those who don't know, let me explain. Okay, if you have your log 2 raised to log of n to the base 2, now apply log both of the way. Okay, so log of y is equals to log of 2 raised to log of n, correct? Can I say that? Right, now this entire term would be go here, and it would be what? Log of n into log of 2. Everything will be base 2. Okay, now log of 2 base 2 would be what? 1, right? It will be anyway 1, right? And I have log of y is equals to log of n base 2 log of y base 2, right? So can I say y would be n if I remove log and log both sides? Can I say y equals to n? Right, so this is what I did here. Okay, I put 2 raised to log of n equals to n, and now you are able to get this y it's equals to n. Okay, now let's solve further. If you multiply this 2n, sorry, if you take LCM of it, so can I say it is nothing but 2n n minus 1 by n. This n and n would cut, it is nothing but 2n minus 1. This minus 1 and 2 would be the constant, so can I say it is nothing but order of n only? How many of you are clear with this? See, looking at the question, it was not look like that it will be order of n, right? But it's order of n, है ना? Hello, am I audible? Confused? In which step? Okay, Nilanjan also. Okay, yeah. In which step, Nilanjan? Let's look it for a while. Okay, try to spend some more time here. Okay, 2n minus 2 will come. Yeah, 2. Yeah, 2n minus 2. But anyway, it is ignored, right? Ignored. Yeah, it will be 2 here. For your understanding, I'm writing that a is what my first term, r is what my difference between two terms, and number of terms are log n. Am I clear? So that is why I said that AP, GP, HP, anything would come here. Okay, so please try to revise the basic concept that we have learned in 9th 10th standard. If you are not clear with basic math, then you cannot able to solve this. You will be stuck after this point. Okay, that is what I say. I asked that how many of you were able to reach this point? And yeah, you know that you understand like how we reached that this point, right? Everyone, please participate. Like, what is the status? You are clear with this or not? Clear hai? Okay, So now this is what we have to understand right now. That is why I'm not going into like very advanced level of this, because if you don't know the basic math now, you will not able to get the problems. Okay. So at this level, this is very sufficient. This is what very sufficient level we have reached. Okay. So I have started with very basic and I have reached to obtain intermediate point. Yes or no? We have solved pretty much questions today with the time and space complexity, time complexity only. Yes or no? Guys, any doubt in this particular points, so that I'll move to the recursion problems? Yeah, I'll zoom out. अच्छे से देख लो, there is no hurry. Yes, Nilanjan, that is what I said now, that you have to practice first of all the basic concept of log and the series AP, GP, HP, and then you can able to solve this particular question easily. Okay, do not worry. Like, see, every like with me and with my fellows also, this was happened. Like, we don't know, like we even don't know. We did not study it well in our ninth and tenth, right? Actually, I have studied well in my math, but I still am able to get this particular point. So there's no point of this. This is just required as formula only. If you know this formula, then it's pretty much simple, right? So it's pretty simple, no worries. Okay, yeah. What is complexity? Then that's the question. It's order of n, Deepak. With this question, it will be order of n. Yeah, if I explain this question, then see, I wanted to find this log of n, 2 raised to log of n, right? So I take this log of n out, 2 raised to log of n. I applied log both of the sides. Log of y will be log of 2 raised to log n. If I that it's if it's my log of a raised to b, then it will be my b log a. So whatever there in my upper side, it will be coming to the lower side. So my log 2 raised to, sorry, log of n would be come here. It will be remaining would be what? This only, log of 2. So log of 2 base 2 will be always 1. Okay. Log of b base b would be always 1. Okay. So it will be left with what? Log of y equals to log of n. Log of 2, like if you remove the log both of the side, it will be nothing but what? Y equals to n. No. IT admin, your answer would be, see, if this n and n would be cut, it will be 2 into n minus 1. This is nothing but 2n minus 2. 2 and 2 would get cut. N would be only your answer would be. Any further explanation needed in this? Third line, red pen. This line? Yes, Vishal, I'll make this note as a PDF and I'll push into the GitHub today only. Nayan, you are telling about this line? This one?
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, this line, sir.
Okay. So in this line, what we did, like, see, I told you that if I have log a raised to b, then b would come here and b log a would be your answer. Okay. Right.
Yes, sir.
So here what I'd said that, so here your a is what? Log of n. Log a is what? Log of n. And your exponential power is what? Your b. So here your log b is what? Log n. Right. So can I say this log 2 b raised to log n will log of n should come out, and log n log 2 would be your answer. Can I say?
Yes, sir.
So from this, your a is what? Log 2. Your b is what? Log n. So put into this equation, log of log 2 base log n, right? So if you have this particular thing, then b should be come out and your answer would be b log a. So that is why it is your answer is what? Log n log 2. Or everything will be base 2. Now anything with base 2 and your n is also 2, like if you have log b base b, then answer would be always 1. If suppose your base and your this is same, then your answer would be always 1. So it is nothing but your 1. Okay. So log y is equals to log n, and I removed log both of sides because base is same, right? So y is equals to n. So that's why I have put here n. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Am I clear? Anyone is having any doubt? Nayan, am I clear? Okay. ठीक है. So can I move towards solving the recursion now? Okay. So yeah, so in recursion question, my first question for today will be, see if we have solved this particular question in terms of like iterative solution, okay? Okay, but I want that, suppose you have this answer, like you have this question, reverse a string using recursion. This is what your question is. Now suppose my string is A, B, C, D, E. This is what my string is, and you have to solve it, like you have to give me the output as this is what my input is. My in my output it should become like E, D, C, B, A, but provided that you should not be using any extra space. There should be not a console.log in your answer. Why the console, why I'm denying that? Because why, if every time I do this as a question now, if I give this particular question, what students will do, they will just make a loop in this, they will just pick this particular character and print it out. I don't want that. This is what your array will be, this is what your string will look like. Let's say my s1 would be A, B, C, D, E. Then in this string only I want this answer. Question is clear? By using recursion I want to get it. Question is clear for everyone? Okay, so if I just want to give you a hint, okay, Ritik, what my question is, your input is A, B, C, D, E, you have to reverse that. Okay, without using any extra space, using the recursion only, not iterative solution, correct? Okay, so if I give you a hint now, can I give you a hint, or you don't want a hint? Okay, if I give you a clue, then see in recursion what we do first of all base condition, recursive solution, and third one is what, self work, correct? Yes or no? So you have to find your bigger work first, your bigger problem, you have to divide it into the smaller problem. So this is not the way that no this is what the way we what used to do. But here what you need to do, that you, if you have A, B, C, D, E, then can I say that in that A, B, C, D, E, so in that can I say that if I just, this is my bigger problem, this question will be my bigger problem, right? If I'll pass, if I just no retain my A and E, my first and last character, if I will only pass B, C, D, and I'll tell other person that please reverse it for me. Okay, and whenever he is returning to me, and whenever he is returning the answer to me, let's say he will return me D, C, B. So what I'll do, I'll just reverse my, I just swap this first and last character. A's position will be my last character and last position will be my first character, and whatever that here I just put here. So can I say it is my answer? Can I say? Right? So what I do, what I did is I keep my first and last character with me. I pass everything to other person. This person will also do the same. This person will also do the same. He will keep the first and last character with him, and he will pass character C to someone. ठीक है? ठीक है, Aradhya, you have to keep this first and last character with you. This C would be passed to someone else. Now for this person, it is pretty much easy that if you need to reverse this character, what the answer would be? The same answer, na? So this person will return C only, right? This person will return C only. Okay, if he's written C, then what my self work was that whatever in my first and last character, they should be swapped, right? Okay, so D and B will be swapped and C would be here. This is what I have passed here. करेक्ट है? ठीक है. So eventually by giving the hint I explained every solution, like every logic, है ना, I explained the logic. No worries, chalo. So now just try it. Now just try it, and if you want the link of it, let me give you a lead code link for this. Just a minute, I need to find that. Okay, this is your lead code link for this particular problem. Just open that, whatever solution you want to try in that, just write it, and if your answer is accepted, then it's your correct answer, otherwise it's not. Am I clear? Am I clear, people? Okay. Now just try it out and let me know what will be your take on this. It is pretty much simple question. There is not a hard and fast question. Okay, it's very easy question. Yes, Nishant, if you want to submit over there, then also it's fine. If you submit, like if you want to write the code in Chrome or in the VS Code, then also it's fine. Just write the logic, that's all. How many of you are still trying, or they want me to explain? Okay, let me know once you are done so that I'll be able to solve this for you. No problem. Take your time. Nishant, for that, since it's recursive solution, na, so you need to think about the base condition of it. See, whenever, okay, I'll explain. I'll explain. Okay, because otherwise everything will be ruined. Okay, just wait for a while. I'll explain everything. But till the time, you need to think about the recursive solution of the base, like at least the think about the base condition. What will be my base condition for this? Yes, Ankit, you can. But Ankit, for this, I think so. We need we all again to see this particular answer. Okay. So instead of that, I suggest that please post the code only, because from this I will not able to see your submission. Yeah, you can. You can, Ankit. Ankit, but see, you have used the reverse here, right? You know. So when like it's not a recursive solution, no? Like when like where you have called this as function as, and I can see here your syntax is also wrong here. See, your as is your argument, right? And where is your function name here? It's not true, I guess so. Try to run this out. You have to use recursion for this. Okay. Otherwise, we all know that string.reverse is also a kind of solution. Ritik, you have solved this using iterative solution. Again, I'm saying that we need to use recursion for this because I am pretty much sure that in iterative solution, you guys are pretty much strong. Okay. We need to strong in recursion. We need to be strong in recursion, right? So try to think about in that way. Okay, ठीक है, चलो. Let me share my screen and let me solve this. You all can see my screen of lead code. Okay. So yeah, this was a pretty simple thing that I was expecting. Just a second. Let me put this out. Okay. Huh. So in that, what we need to do, as we have told now, see, if I write the code for this, then it's pretty simple. You understood the logic, yes or no? You got the logic? Okay, now what I do, I write my function reverse in that. Let's say I have my I, comma j. Inside that, I am having if my I is greater than or equals to j, then yeah, this would be my base condition. Then I need to return. Otherwise, I need to do this s of I, comma s of j is equals to s of j, s of I, and I need to do reverse. I'll pass in specify index of this j I plus 1 and j minus 1, and I'll call my function reverse 0 comma s dot length minus 1. Okay, this was it, I guess. So run the code, accept it. Okay, this is what your solution would be. Okay, am I correct? How many of you are getting this? Now please try to implement this on your own now, and after that I'll give you on another problem. Okay, I'm giving you some time, try to digest this, and then I'll give you some other problem. See, in this particular question, we had not used what we were used to do in recursive solution, right? Till now, we have not used like keeping the first and last character and reverse everything inside. Hai na? Okay, Nilanjan, if I explain the code, then whatever you have in this, like, see, this is my base condition. Whenever you have I greater than or equals to j. So let's say if I have A, B, C, D. Okay, I'm starting with this A, I equals to 0. See, specifying what I'm starting with what I equals to 0 and ending with j equals to s dot length minus 1. That would be anyway in my D, right? And every time what I'm doing, I'm increasing my I plus 1 and I'm decreasing j minus 1. So can I say that if this is like this, can I say if my I is increasing, so I will be 0, 1, 2. J will be decreasing, there will be what? 4, 5, sorry, 4, 3, 2. So can I say if I and J will not cross each other, right? They will be stop at C here. So here I'm specifying I is greater than or equals to J. If I'm not specifying it, then it will also come into this point. Hai na? I will be come at this point and J will be also come at this point. But it should not happen. Am I clear? Okay, so try to digest it, try to write this particular solution right now, then after I'll give you one other problem. Everyone is clear? I want answer from everyone. Because we just need to return na? We don't want to return anything. That is why I need to return. This is specifying that I need to stop here. Yes, we have swapped. Yeah, this is what we're destructuring or swapping, right? We have seen this in like a couple of classes previously, right, Ankit? In the sorting class. Yes, see here, it's also mentioned that you must do this particular modifying in the same input array, okay, with order of one extra memory. That does mean that you are not allowed to take any other thing apart from this s. Okay, this s is what your array of your string, right? Array of characters, right? So you should not initialize any other thing apart from this. That is why its space complexity is what? Order of one. Okay, so every time you should be keep in mind that you should not initialize any other memory. You should do this existing in existing array only, you know, in existing values only. You have to modify that only. Can I give you other problem? One another problem, or you are exhausted for today? I have more problems for you in recursion. Okay, can I start with other problem, everyone? Okay, so I'll do, I'll just share the lead code link for you. Okay, yeah, this is my lead code link for that problem. Open that, see the question, what is expecting, and let me know. So in the question, you will be giving out this particular array 1 1 0 1 1 1. Now, if you see your consecutive ones are what? These are two consecutive ones. These are three consecutive ones. So your answer would be three. Now, okay. Now here, if you see, there is only one consecutive one here. There are two consecutive one here. There are one consecutive one here. So your answer would be two, whichever is max. Question is clear. What is expected? Problem statement is clear for everyone. Okay, now please try to attempt it. Okay, IT admin, can you read from this? Like I have opened the question now. See, here I have two consecutive ones. Here I have three consecutive ones. Which is more, two or three? Three. Okay, that is why my output would be three. Here I have one consecutive one here. Here I have two consecutive one here, and here I have again one consecutive one here. So my answer would be two. Okay. Okay. Now try it. Okay, how many of you are still trying? What is the status? What is the status? You done or what? Okay, do try it. Let me know once you're done. No problem. Chalo, no problem. Let me tell you first of all what will be our logic for this. Okay. I hope I'm audible for everyone. Okay. So for this, what our point for this will be that my question is see, we have done this similar question previously. I think so in your batch, probably, not sure. Let's say I have 1 1 0 1 1 1 0, right? This, okay, and my output for this should be, here it is 2 consecutive, here it is 3 consecutive, so my output would be 3. Okay, this is what my question is, you know, this is what my question is, correct? So we'll, what our my approach is simple, that we will keep a count and a max count. Okay, we'll initialize two counters for this. One will be my max count and one will be my simple count. Okay, this will be my two things that I'll initialize when I'll have to solve this particular question. And we see, whenever I'll see anyone, when I'll see first one, I'll keep increase this count. First of all, it will be 0 or 1. I'll have 1. After seeing this will be second, so it will be 2. Then after I'm seeing 0, right, my max count will initially be 0. Now I'm seeing this as 0, so I'll reset this count. But before that, I'll see that what my value in max count. If this is maximum, then this, take it. Now if I'm having 2 and in my max count I have 0, so 0 is less than 2. That is why I can update this 2 here. So I'll update this 2 here, and I'll update this as 0 here, because I have to reset it, because I'm seeing as 0. Now I'm again seeing this 1, so I'll initialize this as 1. I'm again seeing this 1, is this will be 2. This is third, so I'm giving this third. Now I'm seeing this 0. So what I'll do, I'll see that what is inside in my max count. So my 2 is greater than 3, so 2 is less than 3, So I can update here. Okay, if my this value of max count is greater than count, then I'll not update. If my max count is always less than my count, then only I can update here. Okay, so I'll update this 3 here and I'll update 0 here, and I'm done. I will return just this max count. Am I clear with the approach? Am I clear with the approach? I think so. We did this particular thing, like this kind of things earlier, updating this max count and count. I think so in your batch only we did that, if you remember. Am I clear with approach, everyone? Okay. So yeah, I'll explain one more time. Okay, with different example, I'll explain you. Let's say, okay, let's say I have this array 1 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 1. This is what I have, right? So what I told you, that I will just have this count and I'll also have the max count. Now here what I'll do, whenever I will see 1, I'll update the count. When I'll see 0, I'll reset the count. But before resetting this count, I need to update this max count. Can I say that? Can I say that? Hannah? Yes or no? Okay, so yeah, this needs to be done in with like you without recursion only. This will not do with recursion. Did I told you to do this with recursion? No, without recursion it will be the very easy one. With recursion it will not. Okay, it will be done with without recursion. No. It should be done without recursion only, not with recursion. Okay. So whenever we'll have this particular one, so can I say that initially my max count will be 0, count will be also 0. I'm encountering this one, so it will be what? 1. I'm seeing this 0, so I'll update this max count because my 0 is less than 1. Can I update this? Yes or no? Yes or no? Can I update this? Hannah? Everyone? Everyone? Where is everyone? I can just see 3 or 4 comments. Otherwise, I'll name the person and I want the comment from them, whether they understood this or not. Every one of you. Where is Ravina, Deepak, Aradhya? Okay. So here I'm seeing 0. So can I update this max count as 1 because my 0 is less than 1? And after that, I'll reset this one with 0 because I'm having this yes 0. Can I say that? Yes or no? Hannah? After this, again, I'm encountering this one. So I'll update this one. This also 1. So this may count to be 2. This is 3. Now I'm again seeing 0. So can I say that my max count of 1 is less than 3? So can I update this here? Everyone? Can I update this here? So this will be updated as 3 and this will be reset to 0. Now again I'm seeing 0, so no change in this. I am seeing 1, so I'll change this as 1. This 2, it will be 2. Now there will be nothing left in my array. So can I say that 3 is not less than 2? So I'll not update this 2 here and I'll just return whatever I have here will be my answer. Can I say that? Hannah? Nilanjan, once I'm encountering any 0, na, there will be 2 change. First of all, my count would be reset. But before that, I have to see my max count. Whether if my max count is less than my count, then only I'll update. Otherwise, I will not. It's also logical thing, na? It's common sense, yes or no? It's also making sense, people. है ना? ठीक है? So for this, we will code. Now approach is clear for everyone. What should be my approach here? एक बार देख लो approach. And this kind of things we did earlier, if I'm not wrong. I'm not sure in your batch or not, but I think I have taught this here in some batch. Can I code? Can I code this? Okay. So I'll share my screen of lead code and let me code. Can you see my screen of lead code? Okay. So in that, what I do, let's say I'll initialize, like, first of all, what I did, I initialize my count is equals to 0. I initialize my max count is equals to 0. Now, what way I'll do, I iterate through it. First of all, let I is equals to 0. I should be less than n I plus plus. Do indenting. This is what I do. Okay. This is what I do now. Now, and what I said that if my number is 1, let's say if I'll say that if my nums of I is equals to 1, then what I need to do, I will just initialize, like I'll just increment my count. So can I say my count plus is equals to 1? This is what my approach was. Yes or no? And if not, then can I assume that it will be apart from 1 anything like 0 or any other value apart from 1? Right? So in that case, what we used to do in my max count, in that particular case, in my max count, I was doing that max count is equals to math dot max, whichever max will be in our count comma max count, whichever my max, I'll do that, I'll assign that in my max count. Yes or no? This is what I do. And apart from that, what I used to do, my count value would be reset to 0. This is what I did now. This is what I explained just now, if I'm not wrong, everyone. And after that, what I need to do, I have to just return what is there in my math dot max count and max count, right? If I just run the code, I hope it will be succeeded. Line number 9, I less than n. What is wrong here? Let me see. Line number 9 in solution is, yeah, n is not there, right? So n should be replaced with nums dot length, है ना? Okay. If I run this code now, let's hope that it will succeed. Yes, it is accepted. Okay. So this is what it is needed in this question. I did nothing new here. Can you observe here? Did I do anything new? I just created my approach and I just return it in coding language. That's what I did. I hope everyone would be relate with this particular thing. Everyone got this solution? Max function will compare maximum value with and insert. No. See what I did here. Suppose in my math.max will do what? It will just find maximum between count and max count and it will assign back to max count. This is what we used to do. We were checking that whether our max count were less than count. That does mean that max count and count, whether who are maximum in that, it should be assigned in the max count. Because we need to reset our count after we encounter 0. Hariharan, if you remember, see in the approach. Just a second, I'm sharing the approach. See what we had here. After saying this 0, did we reset our count to 0? Can you see here? We were resetting our count to 0 every time. So I did not do anything new here. Here also, if you see, after I have initially it was 0. Initially, I initialized my count as 0. I had my 1. I had my 0. So I reset back my counter to 0. Got it? So now if you see the code, I think so it will be much making sense. I did not do anything new. I just return whatever I have just explained. Yes, it's very easy to understand. It's very easy questions. You can also see here. है ना? It's very easy. But I can bet yaar, see, this kind of things would be there in your interview. That can be asked in your interview, like this kind of basic things, है ना? So right now we are learning from very basic, but after the time passes now, you will realize that this kind of questions will make your day, because this kind you will enjoy by solving this kind of questions. Make a group in your Slack, try to solve the questions more. You will enjoy this. Trust me. Do you want to solve many more questions, or do you want me to stop? Okay, enough for today, everyone. Nishant, if I provide you the link, let me give you the link, but I am not sure you can able to solve this or not, so that I'll know able to right. I'll just share you the snapshot of this. Okay, will it be fine? Because if I share the link, you will not be able to see my submission. This code will not visible to you. Try it out if you can. I'll share the code. Yeah. Let's say I'm sharing the code. This is what this. Other questions link. Okay, yeah, I'll share other question link. Okay, fine. And what we'll do in the next class, in next doubts class, we'll solve this. Will it be fine? You know, right? I'll just share one problem link now. You just solve it. In every class, I try to give some homework. In the previous class also, I gave you the homework. Okay, this is your another question of move the zeros. You know, you need to solve this. You need to solve this. Okay. I gave you the link of moving zeros. Let me share again this one. ठीक है? Okay. So, any doubt for today's class? We did many things today. Yes or no? We did a lot of things today. Yes, we solved many time complexity problems also. I think so. I explained from the basic to whichever level we required. On this level, we explained, like I explained that in very 1.5 hours. Okay. So this is very important session of yours. Okay. Any doubt till this time? No. Okay. Where we got more time to complex questions. Okay. Aradhya, you can see the recordings once again and try to solve the more question. Nilanjan, what I can say is, in every sorting algorithm that we are also developing from tomorrow. Like tomorrow, there will be merge sort, and then after it will be a quick sort. So we till now we solved selection sort, insertion sort, bubble sort. So there can be any problem. Like if you are solving any problem now, then try to find out its complexity. Okay, try to find out its complexity. What will be there? How many times it can run? Okay, if you talk about this question also, try to find out the complexity of this. Okay, if you look into it, like if you look every question's time complexity, if you try to reduce that, trust me, it will be very much beneficial to you in the future. Okay, so till now whatever question we did, it's like sufficient for you. We can also find of this lead code also. No, in lead code you will be finding questions related to algorithms and all, but time complexity problem for specific time complexity, I'm not sure. You have to look into it. Okay, just do a Google search, you will find it. Selection sort is not stable, bubble sort and insertion sort are. Okay. Chalo, anyone like someone did the thing what I was expecting. At least tried some honest attempt, है ना? Selection sort is not a stable sort. Okay. And we will also see more algorithms, they are stable or not. Let's say mod sort, time sort, counting sort, insertion sort, bubble sort. ठीक है, bubble sort are stable. Quick sort, heap sort, and selection sort are not stable. ठीक है, can you see here? Can you see in my Google, like in my screen? ठीक है, so see, this is what is written here. Okay, you can also do some Google search like this, like you can also see selection sort is stable or not. It's not, है ना? ठीक है, you can also try by dry run of this. ठीक है, see here they have they did a dry run of this. ठीक है, if you see this, they did a dry run of this. See, this is what this is a simple dry run. Okay, this is not for the stable one, if I'm not wrong, right? Chalo, anyone like you did that? I'm glad you did that. Stability means in which sense? Does it return infinite? Nilanjan, were you able, like, were you attended the session yesterday? So in that, didn't I explain about stability? What does that mean? About the Naman example, if you remember. है ना? So whenever you have same keys, this is for everyone, okay? Whenever you have same keys, na, I need to see. Okay, you mean to say I need to explain about stability once more? Okay, okay. So let's explain stability once. Okay. So what does that stability means? That just a minute. Let me grab my pen. I think so. Where it is? Yeah. So in stability, see, I opened the notes of yesterday only. Okay, this one. So in this particular stability algorithm, what we had, right? We had, can you see my screen, everyone? Okay, so what we had is, suppose we have two keys of same name, है ना? Right now my key is what? Naman in both of the case, right? This is what my 21, this is what my 25. Now I need to sort by name, so my key would be Naman only, yes or no? If I'm sorting by age, then nothing would be dependent, right? So here, if you see, I'm sorting by age, so it can, like, any two age is not same, है ना? 24, 23, 21, 25, everyone is unique, yes or no? Okay, so if I sort by age, I'll get this. But right now, keeping this in mind, keeping this as my output, as my input of this particular array, if I sort by name, there are two possibilities of this. Okay, first possibility is either I can be having number 21 before of 25, either I can be having number 25 first and number 21 second. So out of these two, my A approach is better because in the question I'm having 21 number 21 tuple. This is what my tuple. Tuple means like row. Okay, row is also mean by tuple, if you remember. Yes or no? Tuple means row, na? Everyone, if you have learned some basic DBMS thing, database. Okay, so in this tuple I have number 21. In this tuple I have number 25. So can you see the order of this? This order is keeping the same in my output also. Number 21 is coming before number 25. So can I say this is my stable algorithm? Whenever you have this kind of behavior, it is called a stable algorithm, right? So then after we took example of insertion sort and I gave bubble sort and selection sort as homework, yes, yes or no? Okay. So in that, what we see that I had in my question 6A and 6B. So if you sort this algorithm, there can be two approaches. First of all will be what? 2, 5, 6A, 6B, and 7. And second output that you can generate out of it is 2, 5, 6B, 6A, and 7. Yes or no? Okay. But in this output, if you see in selection sort, your output would be anyway like this. In that, your 6A would come before 6B as per question. Okay. That is why selection or sort is stable. So you need to take these values in bubble sort also and selection sort also. Am I clear, everyone? Yes, Ankit, we have to learn about database. Okay, we are in the backend batch, so if I can tell you, then see, we have one is MongoDB, that is what our NoSQL, okay, which is very booming right now, and we have MySQL, which is our RDBMS. This both of them have some advantage also, some disadvantage also. If you want your database, if you suppose मान लो कि there is a system of Fi. Have you heard of Fi? Fi is a virtual bank right now. No, it's backed by Federal Bank. Okay, do a Google search. Fi is very new concept, like not new concept, but Fi is a new thing they have introduced by Federal Bank. Okay, in that Fi bank, in that Fi, you will be getting, you will can like you can open your bank account, saving bank account online also, online only. That it can be KYC and this all kind of feature that every fintech is providing right now. Okay, or else if you have heard about Paytm Bank, have you heard about Paytm Bank? Paytm Payments Bank, if you have heard about, है ना? They do not have any physical branch. They are just small banks. Okay, RBI has introduced a concept of small banks, or we can say digital banks. Yes, you know, in that they will not have a specific branches, but there are some like constraint also. They cannot deposit like more than 2 lakhs of rupees of anyone. You know, there are many restrictions on that. Okay, now when you have to design this kind of structure like Paytm Bank or for Fi, okay, now you know that you will be dealing with a lot of transactions every day, है ना? Okay, there will be a lot of transactions. Yes or no? So whenever you have requirement of these transactions, you will be choosing RDBMS, not NoSQL. There are some, like if I'll no show you, when we'll learn about this MongoDB, na, you will truly enjoy this, because you know what is MongoDB? What is MongoDB? If I'll ask, we have not touched this topic, but since we have some no, we have touched this. No, someone has asked me, so I'll just explain you about this. Database type, DB. What if I tell you that MongoDB is a company? Don't believe in me? Just let me show you. Okay, this is my Chrome. All you can see my screen of Chrome. Okay, I searched MongoDB. Can you see that? Can you see this tab? Okay, see what is MongoDB? MongoDB is a source available cross-platform document-oriented database system classified as NoSQL. MongoDB uses this. MongoDB is developed by MongoDB is developed by which? MongoDB Inc. Okay, it is a company. It is not a database. Like it is like MongoDB is a database, but it is a product of MongoDB Inc. company. Okay, the company name is also MongoDB. MongoDB is a private thing. Okay, okay. It is backed by MongoDB Inc. Now if you see, so yeah, right now I explained about this MongoDB. MongoDB is a type of NoSQL thing. Well, now what is NoSQL? What is RDBMS? We'll see in future. But as I explained that whenever you have to learn about, whenever you have system wherein your transactions are involved, you will be using RDBMS system. Let's say MySQL ho gaya, Oracle, my MS SQL and all. But what if I tell you that there is a bank which is using MongoDB? There is a bank which is using MongoDB. Surprise? Surprised? See, let me show you. There is a bank, I think so. Bank of Scotland or so. Yeah, this one, MongoDB. Let me search this. I'll be able to find this. Okay, which bank uses MongoDB? Yeah, see here. See here. Can you use this? Like, can you see this? Royal Bank of Scotland is using MongoDB. So there are some banks also which is using MongoDB as their primary database. Okay, so there is nothing called as, like, there are some constraint in NoSQL also, but that can be overwritten if you code properly. Okay, okay. So these are the banks which are using the MongoDB. Okay, so everything will come in handy. Like, we'll learn this MongoDB also, we'll learn this MySQL also, we'll practice them also. So don't worry, you are in backend development batch, so we'll learn everything of it. Okay, clear? Okay, anything apart from this that you want me to touch upon? Any general queries or any problem, any doubt? Today we have covered a lot of things. I do feel that it was pretty much helpful to you as a learner. Okay. When will we starting building apps? Nilanjan, do not rush on this. Okay. Till now, right now, we are learning this particular introduction part. So this particular module is like about to end. In the next module, I think so we'll starting with Node.js first, if I'm not wrong, or else we'll learn first async programming, async JavaScript. It is also called as advanced JavaScript concept. Okay. Till now we have covered basic JavaScript concept, but trust me, whatever I have taught you now, like hosting, closures, currying, these concepts are not known to many programmers. You can also check around you in your network. Okay. So trust me, whatever you have learned, practice that thoroughly. It will be like very much helpful to you in future. Aradhya, I think so 1 or 2 weeks are left in this module. If I'm not wrong, let's see what happens, what the team decides. I face problems in arrays. Nishant, I do not have any proper answer for this, but I'll say that please practice every day. Like, do you guys like promise is also covered in like advanced graphic concept? Don't worry about this, Nilanjan. Async programming is remaining, I know. Okay, so let's see what the cohort will go on. Okay, we'll learn that whenever we have in our deck. Okay, don't worry. I'll explain everything ins and outs of this. But this question is very much important, and this is, I think, so relatable for everyone. See, I told you a couple of weeks ago in the doubt session, also in regular class, I don't remember, but I told you that you need to practice every day. You need to sit with TAs. How many of you are doing that? Like, I just want to know how many of you are putting self efforts. So Vishal, I think you feel that you are progressing if you practice daily, if you are sitting with TAs, you know. So do you feel that you are better than what you were in first day? Okay, so that is what is required for everyone, whether you have time or not. Okay, that is, I don't want excuses like this that you don't have time. Okay, everyone has 24 hours, so try to sleep less, try to spend more time on this, because once you are pro in this now, trust me, nobody can beat you in logic building. Okay, I try to practice most of the days, delays due to office work, but I can understand totally, Nilanjan. I can totally understand, Nilanjan, Hariharan, that you have your office work also, you have your own task also. But see, that's where the difference will come now. Other fellows in your office, they are not effort, they are not putting efforts. You are putting efforts. So obviously you will be getting the fruits of that in some months or in some years. Yes or no? So without regardless of your result, thinking about the results, just put your efforts every day, no matter what. You have your weekends, try to utilize it more. You have your Tuesdays and Thursdays as no classes, try to utilize that also. You have your TF facility, try to utilize that also. Every day, whatever resources you have, every day try to utilize at most of it. You have paid a good amount of money. You have paid yeah, you are investing your time also. So if you are investing that much of thing, if you are investing your energy, time, money, everything, so try to utilize, try to get 50x out of it. Okay, at least 50x out of it, no matter what. And after some days, after some months, you will realize that you have come so far than others. Okay, this will add a lot in your career building things, in your personal building things also. You can sleep well at night. Okay, if you are taking 4 to 5 hours sleep also, it will be fine with you if you are doing this process. And if you are working in some kind of like projects like React or Node in your office work, then see, we are working in JavaScript, right? We have learned some concept of JavaScript, so it will be always helpful to you in your office work also. Correct me if I'm wrong, everyone, है ना? So utilize that thing, utilize that. Hariharan, whenever we learn MySQL now, you will feel that you are pretty much no feeling good at your office also when you are working with SQL. Okay, so do not worry about anything, just push yourself by solving the questions, do the revisions and doing the things properly. That's all is required, nothing else. Okay, so practice the questions with TAs and gather some like solve some more problems, do revisions. See, today also we solve like we saw a couple of instances where we covered those things in our regular class, but still many of you were doing mistakes on that in time complexity, if I'm not wrong, correct? You know, so this kind of things should not happen. If we have taught this, then it should be crystal clear to all of you. If you have any doubt in that, let me know or let TA guys know. They will be feel more than happy if you ask doubt to them also. Okay, anything would be fine. Okay, so I think so today we extended our session a bit, but it's fruitful, I guess so, correct? Okay, so yeah, on that note, yes, yeah, it's very informative. Thank you, Nilanjan, that you found that. Thank you for attending the session on Sunday, and I'll sharing the code and notes in the GitHub. Cool. Okay. Chalo. On that note, let's say goodbye and have a great weekend. Try to practice if you can. Okay. Okay. Goodbye. Bye.